Hey, what's going on, you beauties? It's Captain Jesso again. Just want to talk a little bit more about King's Court. Kind of just been thinking about it, going through it, looking at posts, just talking about it, thinking about it, and I may have been wrong when I first saw it. I think I underestimated it just a little bit about how good it actually might do or it might be. I'm starting to think, just from thoughts, just from thinking, that this might actually shape out a little more like a kind of a Toon Chaos Junior, if you will. I don't think it's as good as Toon Chaos, and we'll go and talk about that, kind of explain that, but I'm thinking this might be one of the better sets this year, and this is something, you know what, even before it released, I did still think it might be a good, a good one to jump in on, maybe, if you've been a little bit shy on the investing and shy on picking up boxes or cases, maybe now's the time. Maybe now's a little sneak preview. We got just over a week left before it releases, as of right today, so we're not too far away from it. But I keep keep watching videos, keep seeing people talk about it. Keep watching what's his face, John House of Champs. There we go. My brain not working. Going about it. Yeah, Dazif. This could be a good one, and here's what I'm gonna. Here's where I'm gonna say it. I don't think it's good as a meta set. I don't think it's a great. I don't think this is gonna be redefining for the competitive. Dicks that play the game. I love you guys, but because come on, Yu-Gi-Oh can't be fun anymore. There's no fun. It's got to be just buy whatever's good at the time and hate it until it gets banned, then you change to something new. But I think it's going to be a good collector set because, and this is what I want to talk about the Toon Chaos version of it. So I keep going over this list over and over and over again, and just driving it into me. So first and foremost, basically, kind of how I've been looking at it is if you look at some of the world premieres they call it, or whatever buzzwords you want to use for it, a lot of these cards are actually kind of cool and in fun decks, because again, Yu-Gi-Oh can be fun. You are allowed to have fun with Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. I know you're gonna it's competitive meta is run the same 3 decks and spend $3,000 on building one, but these are actually fun cards and they're not terrible. I'm not saying they're great, I'm not saying they're amazing, I'm not saying they're top tier, but I think they're gonna be really fun. And that's we want to bring the fun back into the Yu-Gi-Oh card game, because that's never really been around. Nobody's, but yeah, because the thing is a lot of this list, if you go through, it does rehash, it re-adds to a lot of the kind of the cooler fun stuff that we've kind of seen around, or the old 2002, 2003, 2004 strategies, if you will. Kind of there's a lot of retrains, a lot of newer versions of older cards, the Golden Eyes, and you've got Magnet Warrior support. Come on, man, is that not the most goddamn classic shit you've ever seen in your life, man? That's fucking unreal. But I underestimated a lot right at the get-go, because I was because I was looking for the big, heavy, expensive chase cards, and oh no, they're just gonna sell this set with Lightning Storm. But the more I look at it, I think this is gonna be a fun set, and I think it's gonna be a fun set for the genuine Yu-Gi-Oh player, the person that's grown up with the series, the person that's that's been collecting the cards and played on the playground as a kid. I mean, I talk about it all the time, but I do actually really genuinely believe in it, and we don't. That kind of people, that's me, by the way, that's me. Hi. We don't always get that kind of stuff. Toon Chaos, really, because I'm going to keep referencing Toon Chaos, because I think this is a parallel. It is not good as Toon Chaos. This will not sell as big as Toon Chaos, and I will put money on that. But it's a fun set. And there's a lot of collectors, potential for collectability. So things like you saw your top, your big 3 cards at the top, your Arcana Triumph Joker, your Joker's Knight, and then you've got, reprints like this and that. I don't know yet, I'm dumb, but I'm hoping these guys here come out as collector's rares, because those are fun to get. And it reminds me of just getting the Toon Chaos stuff and having a chance of getting collector's rares like Stardust Dragon and Chaos Emperor Dragon and things like that, because they didn't reprint those cards for the for the fucking dude going out and playing the meta. They reprinted those cards because you wanted to collect them and put them on your shelf and display that shit. Those cards are cool. They're cool looking. Okay, the rarity's cool. It's cool to have those, right? So yeah, I've been just kind of you know, I saw that, like, I was disappointed at first by the list, but I wasn't in the right mindset for that list. So the more I keep looking at it, like, there's decent reprints. I mean, you know, like, for people that actually want that shit, like, but, like, yeah, this is gonna be like a little mini Toon Chaos, and I think if you're a little hesitant on the investing stuff, I think this might not be a bad place to start. We already know that there's big names going in buying cases on these. We already know that this is a popular set that's been well talked about. It's well hyped up. There we go. There's English. You know, there's a lot of good classic reprints in here from older stuff that even, you know, even people that haven't played since 2005 are gonna be able to kind of understand. Like, right? It's a good way to get back into the game. And I think this is a good way for people who've still been kind of just tiptoeing, just kind of here and there. Because Toon Chaos, as I go back, did this for me. So I know I always talk and go on and mulch and do whatever about, you know, oh, well, I'm this old Yu-Gi-Oh boomer that hasn't played in so long, and I don't know shit, and what are all these new summoning types and this and that. Well, Toon Chaos kind of drove me back into the collecting. I mean, I started kind of getting a little bit back in, you know, before the, well, you know, the last year happened. Like, I was in there, you know, it's always been 2 years since I've been back into just, like, enjoying this. And that's the key, by the way, enjoying it. I'm enjoying this, right? I'm not just blowing a bunch of money and going, oh, why am I not playing very good? Because I keep bricking. No, I'm just enjoying it. Like, I'm having, collecting, I'm building a future as far as I'm concerned with this stuff, right? So Toon Chaos kind of did that for me, and I'm kind of hoping the people that are, like, still tiptoeing, like, watching the videos, but I think you should go in on King's Court. I think there's a lot of future in it for people that want to invest, people that want to make a little bit of, you know, a few extra bucks off it, people that want to hold on to it. I think there's a future for, not a future, but, like, you know, there's a little bit for people who do want a couple of, you know, cards, like, you know, Dino decks can pull the Evolzars, you know, the new, you know, the Utopic Future Dragon's pretty alright, you've got your Lightning Storm reprints, you want people that, you know, the boomers that are like, well, I don't want to do this big something, this and that. You've got good, decent cards in, like, the new Knights retrains, like the Jokers and stuff like that. I mean, you've got a couple good retrains of, like, super classic cards. Yeah, I'm kind of building a little more hype on this than now that I'm kind of digesting actual proper information and making my own kind of assumption on it rather than just, well, it's bad. So, like, I don't know, man. Like, kind of interesting. There's one more thing I wanted to pick up. I'm just going to see if I can go grab it really quickly here. You're going to have to look at my face for a minute. But, like, yeah, Dawn of Majesty's coming out soon. We've got a couple more sets. I mean, this has been an underwhelming year for boxes. I haven't really bought, like, a box since the Genesis Impact Phantom Rage era when I opened those up. So, you know, there's some things to look forward to. I'm just going to bring up here. As per usual, computers just being slow. That's quite alright. But there's something I saw today, just a little side piece that I want to bring up just for the sake of, you know, adding minutes onto this video and letting me ramble and talk a little bit, was another classic card getting a retrain. We're seeing a lot of, well, you saw with the King's Court, a lot of old stuff getting new retrains. Who would have thought Maneater Bug, out of all cards, would have gotten an update? I can't find it here. One second. See if I can find shit. Found it. So that's what I want to talk about, is another classic retrain, Maneater Bug. Remember when that was, like, a big thing back in, like, 2002, right? That was, like, everybody knows this. Come on, man. Retrain coming up, the new Dawn of Majesty set. So basically it's still a flip effect, so still classic, target one monster in the field, destroy it, Maneater Bug kind of deal. This card gains attack equal to that monster's original attack, so flip it, pop something, get a good beater on board. It's pretty cool. And you make this card's type become the original destroyed monster's original type. And then card on the field cannot be destroyed by battle, which is cool, and cannot be destroyed by the effects of monsters with the same type. So not a bad card if you're actually going up against, like, people that are running specific decks, like things like Cyber, you know, monsters that run all Cyber, so, like, you know, heavy link decks, or, you know, that shuts down Dino pretty much instantly. That's kind of hilarious, honestly. That shuts down Dino decks if done right. So this has got, like, that's cool. I have to, like, that's honestly, that's kind of unreal. I don't know. Tell me what your thoughts about it. I think this is pretty cool. Like I saw that today. Like I kind of saw that I was on break at work, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool. But anyways, we're gonna keep it short today. I'm, got some other stuff to do with my life. I don't just sit here and ramble on about random Yu-Gi-Oh shit. So, as per usual, have a good day, month, weekend, evening, Friday. For anybody up north with me, because that's me. Happy Canada Day. Enjoy it. Captain Jesso's out. Peace. Love yous.